Alright, everybody. I keep moving my phone around, so now camera's on that side instead of this side. Hopefully it doesn't turn out too wonky donkey. Some stuff might look like it's backwards. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to turn out. So, where we're at currently is I did some not nice stuff to this piston. I will not hide or deny what has gone on, but I took out a lot of material in here trying to lighten it up. Took some off the sides because it was awfully thick. Same thing trying to get down. Man, you know what? Hang on. Give me a sec, turn on this other light. Alright, let's try this again. Round 2. Well, it's better. Anyways, yeah, so I did a bunch of grinding, like I was saying. It was really thick on the sides there, so took that down, went down as far as I could reach. Same thing, take off the casting marks there. Same thing with the windows. I won't say this is definitely beneficial or not beneficial. I do it to some, and I've done it in stages, and I won't say I've noticed improvements, but it hasn't hampered anything. Where, oh shoot, I don't have a pointing device. So where the windows are, when I'm cleaning up the windows, I'll actually on the inside, I'll kind of round them, kind of flatten them up here, and round them on the inside. Does it hurt? Does it improve? Unless you have it on a dyno, honestly, it's kind of hard to predict the outcome of that one. So I still do it. It really depends, but yeah, like a lot of time I still do it. Sometimes I don't. It all depends. And then we'll touch base in another video about this. But I got Caber rings from Wolf Creek Saw Shop. He's definitely helped a ton with this project, with having inventory, things like that, the quick shipping. Ryan, if you're watching this by any chance, you're a good dude. You definitely, not just for myself, but there's other people you help in the community. So, and there's a bunch of other things I've gotten to for these upcoming projects and the current one. That being said, moving forward, so I didn't go too crazy dicey on anything on the jug. We'll see how this works. It's not much different from how I normally do them, except on this one I cut the squish band out and cut the deck of the cylinder, or the base of the cylinder. Did it by hand. I will not do that again until I get a lathe. Honestly, it's, I guess, yeah, it's just such a slow, tedious process, and depends how much you take off. I didn't take much off, and it still took me, mind you, I'm slow, but it still took me probably an hour, hour and a half just to do this on sandpaper. I got a 1-inch thick chunk of plexiglass that I use, and super glue some sandpaper down, keep it oiled so it keeps cutting, doesn't plug up as bad. Like, the base looks pretty, don't get me wrong, but do it on a lathe next time. Heck with that. So we're gonna put this together and check out the timing numbers and see where we're sitting. Alright, so we got the jug mounted. She got some warm numbers, not crazy spicy, but warm. Got the gasket port match for the exhaust port. The back half of the muffler is also matched. So we're going to take this front. It was actually pretty rusty, so we're going to cold gun blue it and see how it turns out. I did a little sample spot right there, and we're going to do the whole thing. Might as well, right? Be right back. You know what, heck with it. Just starting to do it right now. Hopefully this shows up decent. I don't know how it's showing up for you guys, but it's hard to get. I can't get right underneath that deflector, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Or a heat guard or whatever that is. So, get this coated really good and see how it all turns out after. after the first coat anyways. So, oops, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to this more than the camera. There's a good sample. That side has got a little bit, this side not yet. Did I miss a spot, or is it just not taking? There we go. I'm hoping it's going to kind of give it a little bit of an aged look. I'll be right back. This is not going to take too much longer. Didn't turn out too bad. I think I'm going to give her one more coat just to see what happens. So we'll be right back again. Alright, coat number 2. It's washed, wiped off. Didn't turn out too bad. Wasn't looking to, like, because I can't get in there. That's impossible. So, it looks pretty cool. Let's see. How's it going to look with this case? I think that's actually going to look pretty cool. I think so anyways. Well, we're in the process of putting it back together still. But I did a little bit of cold bluing on there too. I didn't want to go crazy on taking all the rust out. Like I say, looks pretty cool though. Add some patina to it. A new shiny case. Heck yeah. So one of the things I was worried about with this powder coat in general is how this adjuster is going to adjust. It's moving really good. I just cycled from one end to the other. Put a little bit of grease in there. A little bit of grease on the threads there. Same thing with the worm gear. So it's moving good. Back to work. Right, so we're up to this step. I did not have a spare oil line, nor can I find a parts number for one. So I end up using Tygon. Hopefully it works. We will find out. I just hope it lasts. It's in there in a groove, so vibration isn't much of a thing. So let's cross our fingers and hope it works. Oh my god, is it a farm attack? Far from it there, bud. All the real deal. I just brought this from inside. It's too cold to leave this outside for too long. Anyway, soaking Dawn dish soap in hot water. We got that set at just over 9 degrees Celsius. It's only gonna take a couple minutes. You're watching this live. Slowly taking. We'll give it a minute or two. So we are, well, another minute in. And it's already taking color. I'm not going to leave them for too long, so I'm looking for a certain color at this point. You leave them in for too long, they'll get pretty dark. So we'll check back. Alright, so I just pulled it out actually. I don't think it's been in for more than 5 minutes, not even that. So I'm going to actually pull it out all together. Give her a little rinsey poo. Let's see where we're at. Probably doesn't show up as good on camera as the naked eye, but that's perfect for what I'm searching for. This is going to be the challenge. I don't know how much of this I can fit in that little container, but we're going to find out. Get the water drained out. Oh, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big problem. Okay, you're going to have to give me a minute or two here. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm going to have to switch pots. I'll be back. A bigger pot. I'm making this work, but a bigger pot that can take a whole handle would be most ideal thing. So I'm playing kind of hot potato and keep flipping it around a bit. I had to come back in where it was warmer, but man, that's freaking turning out awesome. It almost looks like gun bluing, to be honest with you. A lot of mucking around to try to get it even since my pot wasn't big enough, like to dunk the whole entire thing. So I filled it up like right to the brim and hope for the best. But man, I don't know, I like that. That freaking that turned out cool. All right, we are another step closer. These days have been hectic, I'm telling you. A lot of these Stihls, especially the 026s, but a lot of them use on the intake manifold. There's a little clamp, like a hose clamp, but it's Stihl's version. When you take them apart, remember and do them. When you put them back together, remember to also hook them up, slide them on, clamp them on tight. Sometimes they fight, sometimes they don't. Underneath it, it's your impulse line. Never forget that. Don't. It can make your life heck. When you're trying to get down there, look around, it's not a lot of room to see things. Man, I still gotta do the coil and this, yeah. This thing's gorgeous. I just hope it performs as I'm hoping. This is the first saw I have taken the squish band right out of and cut the base on. So normally I just portal them and go from there. But I want to do something completely different. Well, not completely different, but different out of my norm. This thing's pretty. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's gorgeous. The only dirty thing on this saw is that flywheel. I'll show you guys once I get some fasteners in here holding the handle in. Give me a minute. I forgot 3 pieces of plastic to dye. Tank filter and the 2 plugs for the EV mounts on the PTO side. So before I go any further, I'm gonna get the dye transferred. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna get that heated up. We're gonna get these 3 pieces of plastic in there, get them done so everything matches as best as possible. We'll check back and let you guys know how this turns out. Right, I just got back in. They turned out pretty good. Alright, after that little knock up, now we can carry on. Alright, we're just doing this in blurps. Muffler modded. Let's see how this thing runs in right away here. Right back. Before we even go fire this up, forgot we got the 3/4 wrap handle. I can't remember what this one was for. It's like model wise. It's like maybe 360, 440, something like that. And I was told I was lucky because this is the last, or not the last, but it's one of the few metal ones that are actually out there. So let's get this thing mounted up. I am dying to see how this thing's gonna look, guys. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. And I hope this thing runs good and strong, as good as it looks, I hope. Let's see what happens. Little alteration I discovered. I gotta take that hole and move it over a little bit. So we use the Fordham and get that hole opened up. Be right back. Oh me, oh my. I love that. Final piece to the puzzle. There's been a lot of tweaking, been a lot of modifying. These are aftermarket plastics. I did that for a reason, to shadow it so it wasn't sticking out crazy bright. Oh my god, I love this thing. I almost don't want to find it a new home, but the person it's going to is a super good fellow. And not only is he a super good fellow, he's also a huge part of the community. And also a huge part or contributor to a lot of the friendships that are out there in the saw community. I gotta look for another bar nut. We'll be back. Like I said, I did that for a reason. It's there, but it's not crazy bright. Camera does not pick it up. I know I've said that a bazillion times what's going on right there. Ooh. My oh my. All right, let's go fill her up and see what she does. Let's get her running. All right, I cut like half an inch off the fuel line. Not as aggressive of a curve, so let's try that now. Oh, that's good. A little more fuel on the low. Too much, too little. Rowdy sounding. What's up? More. Fuel line still could be bent. Let's see it. Could be a carb problem too. You know, the rebuild kit, it doesn't sound right. I'm trying to adjust it. Dump a bunch of fuel now, see what happens. We'll get the thing to idle, get ready to start.
barely doing anything.
Alright, today's test day. Hopefully. We got parts last minute last night, so we got the rim in. Got the little doohickey cap thing in my bobby up there, right up there, yep. The one that's for the decompo for the MS260s. This is going to be the test bar. We got another bar coming for it. And yeah. Just gotta look over this chain, hit the rakers. I filed it last night, but it was awfully late by the time I got to bed. So I said heck with it. So we're just gonna go over top of this really quick, just do a look-see and hit the rakers, and we're gonna see how this thing fires up. It's been sitting down here now for what, like 24 hours. It was too late. I couldn't sit and do a good tune on it last night. So we'll see how it starts today. It's gonna need a little tuning yet still as we go through. Yeah, let's see how this bugger does. Back.